Good morning to the wild world wide web. This is the new one. Now, this is one, and as far as I know, this was like the first one, and he gave SDK files and everything for it. Uh, I'm not a super big dev. I mean, I tinker and do a lot of scripting, but this is a little bit beyond me yet. And then apparently this guy, uh, and he even on Nexus, he even credits this guy for the help, the files apparently, and that's what I was hoping for. And somebody that created the first one, and he was good enough to share the source files, and that helps other people create them. So anyway, now we have a second new bush strip, which I have not actually done or anything. Uh, I know I streamed the first one, this one, but I had already flown it the night before, as I don't tend to stream at night, and I saw it, and I was like, it was so cool, I had to go try it. So this one I just realized this morning that was out. I don't know when it was out. It's probably been out for a bit. Uh, I haven't been searching and scavenging for them. It just happened to come across it today. And it's Sweden, obviously. So let's see what it is. Southern part of Sweden. Already learning things. And see how many legs is it. It's only 9 legs. Most of them 10 to 20 minutes, maybe. Longest one. 20. This shouldn't take long. The little nav map shows me about 2 hours. Uh, that's straight through if you don't land at the different airports and those, obviously. Which I may do. I'm not in a hurry, so we'll see what these strips are. Uh, I like the idea. Now he does recommend, and I should have done that. Hell, I may even. In fact, I may do that. Let me look at this site. Where is the link? Get over here. Don't want y'all to see something you're not supposed to. This is just my Discord page, and I put a lot of stuff there. Uh, he does suggest. If I'm in the wrong scenery. And I don't know what these three. This one's payware, so obviously I'm not. See what these have. I would have to. Okay, we might have to do this because these are some major improvements. So let me get out of Microsoft. Out of flight sim. I guess I started too soon. I should have checked this because I really do want to get the best out of this. Okay, that's that one. I guess this is a single station. I could have skipped this one, but the other one has like a lot of city landmarks or something in it. So that one's pretty. I guess this is another one. It's the last one I need. So let's get it. Yeah, these are obviously probably some specific landmarks that will fly near, or maybe not. I don't know. We're gonna get them. Only take just a second. Biggest part is waiting on my game to start back up. I have the game on a hard drive, so you always want to take the one with the layout. That is the key file. It has to have that one, and it has to be in the top directory. I'll throw that in my community folder. On all of these. Oop, too far. Yeah, it looks like all of these. Alright. Take a minute to clean out. I get done with it. That's quite a few sceneries, so that should enhance the trip. I'm not sure exactly. Wait a minute. One of them overwrote the other. Oh well. Not gonna worry about that right now. We should have most of that. Oh, I still have the streaming soon on there. Let's get rid of that. I'm not specifically a great streamer. I just do it. I like to record what I'm doing and enjoy company if somebody comes along. Unfortunately, with this game, I tend to stare at the load screen here a lot, especially if I'm trying to work out any little development thing. Not that I'm a great developer, but I do like to tinker, and for me, running this off a hard drive is not the greatest solution in the world. It'll work, and I'm sure it would even work better if I had an SSD, but load times are pretty big. From Star Citizen, I do know for a fact that the SSD certainly does improve load times tremendously. Very very noticeable. It'll also help it perform a little better, but in game, but not terribly. Some games more than others, and this is probably one that it would help even in game. Okay, we're back where we were. Can't change the. Now these you can actually change them a little easier than you can with the defaults, but the I love the little cub. I'm not used to it. I've been flying the other cub, the X cub. So my viewpoint and everything is gonna be in the wrong place. Flying with a great bunch of guys, Bush League legends. I'm sure anybody that watches my show, my stream or videos by now is well aware of those guys. Views. I'm weird. I keep notes of everything, believe it or not, including. Yeah, if I'm. Oh wow. Okay, well it shows us our route in this one. So I guess in the yeah it does. Wow. So you really don't need anything other than the VFR map. I may not even need a little nav map. Alright, what was I doing? Gonna change this view. Yeah, I gotta have the view about right, and this is like one that's really odd. Smora Broad trip. That's cool. I makes me wanna look that term up. Uh, just gonna get rid of that. I don't really care for Windows. Nice. Plenty of airstrip here. Got enough airstrip behind me to take off too. Alright. What do we got here? I haven't flown this ship in a while. Let's see. I don't. I got something. Oh, maybe that was lightning. I don't know. Alright. Where away? I love the way this little airplane flies. Like flying a go-kart. After flying that. I guess I'm supposed to be going over that way. Where's my map? Yeah. Oh, I see. They just don't show your position. Come on. Get her trimmed out. I'll be in good shape. It's the coast, so I think we're supposed to head to the coast and then fly up the coast. That's the objective here. Let's see if my light works. Sorta, yeah. I got a red light. That's one of my mods. South. So definitely supposed to be going this way to the coast. Fly up the coast. I am actually keeping track, so I know exactly where I am. I use little nav map. And so I have a route here, but I keep that on the side. You can of course do this without that, without any tracking map, but I'm not really, that makes it a challenge as which is cool. Uh, but I'm not super big into the challenge of it. I just fly it for the scenery. No idea. Ooh, what is that? Is that? I'm not sure where this custom scenery went. Weird. Nice looking. This thing doesn't. Oh, it does have. No, it doesn't. No mixture control. No anything. A marina there. Wasn't 3D done yet, but or I should be on live whatever. Oh, I don't have weather, so whatever it is in the mission, I guess. What is that? I have a Kronborg, Slotskirk, Strand. I'm not sure what that even means. I have to go look at it though. I'm guessing that's it right over there, but I don't know what I don't know what my map is telling me it is. Huh. Now we're coming over here to Heisenberg. I'm gonna detour from his sightseeing trip to go sightseeing. I'm not sure what that means. I mean, it sounds cool. It sounds Swedeny. I gotta go check it out. Not sure what it is. It's not actually on his route, so. I'm hoping it's like a defense castle or something. That would be needed. I mean, something's there, obviously. This might be one of the sceneries we put in, because that does not necessarily look autogen, does it? Yeah, I don't think that primary building there is autogen. These around the outside might be. I don't think that's autogen. It's just crazy. That's cool. Yeah, I kind of thought that might be a castle. I'm guessing that's actually one of the add-ons that we just put in there, so that's cool. I'll head back over here to the city that we were following the coast around. That's my elevation, I never looked. Holding steady, we're doing good. Get the plane trimmed out, you're in great shape. Right there, I'm just, hands free. It's floating its own altitude. So. Guessing that's another big harbor. It's like I said, the AI just doesn't quite do. It doesn't place any objects in the water yet, I don't think. So no boats. The harbors just have the topo image of boats. That's an annoying message. Why am I sinking so fast? Okay, now it does have us. Back there is where that castle was. And yeah, he has us heading straight to this little island, St. Ib. Not sure what. Okay, there's an airport, so he's got a stopping here directly after. Oh, wrong button. Damn it. So he's actually got us going over here, so we'll go that way for a minute. Yeah. And POI is actually at this front edge of it. Or right side. Actually, I said my flight plan in Little Nav shows 2 hours 5 minutes, but I think that's at 100 knots, and I'm not doing that. I'm only doing about 85. Well, 82 right now. That was some pop in for big time there. Something either popped in or out from right in here. I don't know exactly where, but quaint little island. Okay, basically we're gonna head straight back in. I guess head to this airport, land Scania. Sure, I'm butchering the pronunciation for all the Swedish out there. I apologize. Don't expect a dingy American to know how to say these cool names. almost too low. I can't see it. That's it there, I'm guessing. Could have them up, right? Yeah. Oh yeah. Compared to the X Cub, this thing stops like on a dime. That's cool. I mean, airspeed. It slows down quick. I think I'll just do a touch and go here. There's the runway on the left. I mean, I'm looking at it thinking it's probably auto gen. So if I ever slow down, I forgot after saying it slows down on a dime. I didn't bother. It's a big old. And not sure if the AI got it wrong or if there would just some big buildings. Those are massive. Never flown around in Sweden, so this is kind of neat. Oh wait, that was the first leg. I got to do a full stop landing and get credit. Whoops. I've been doing some bush trips with all the discords and stuff, and a lot of these are just, stop and goes, touch and goes. 'Can't believe I did that. I'm guessing that's one of the actual legs. — 8 miles of runway, so that's not an issue. But slow down before I get to the runway might be a better idea this time. Oh yeah. I'm so used to that soup, the X Cub, and boy, you gotta slow it down a little bit ahead of time. It doesn't. This thing drops airspeed real right now. I like that. Yeah, think that was only supposed to be 12, 15 minutes. I took too long. Guess that's the one we're going to. Basically, just straight down the south. Where are we? Yep. There's a number printed on the runway. Well, I don't see a number there. Okay. Like I said, 8 miles of runway. I could stop and land 2 or 3 times on that runway. Nope, went too far. Went south. Okay, I guess we're gonna follow the coast. We can look for this island, and then this jetty to find this airport. Uh-oh. Hey, look. It's an anti-airplane device. Those are actually pretty cool looking. It just boggles me when I fly in this thing. I mean, if this is anything like it is in the U.S., the parts that I would recognize, I mean, it's a fair facsimile of what's actually there. You know, buildings may not look exactly correct, but most of them are about where they should be, and so on and so forth. Okay, I was thinking we were going to see that island, but I don't know. That may be too far out. There we go. Pretty sure he's got it like calm weather and light clouds just for effect, but kind of felt like I was had some windage. Turns out I was just resting my foot too hard. And I guess, let's see, where is the, I should put the links up here for these bush flights. This is one of the two that I found. I mean, there may be more, I don't know. These are the two on Nexus. Didn't exactly do my spaces right, but okay, and a little. Where's my map? Okay, so this is the first point. Where am I? Side by side. I'm supposed to go straight south. Hmm. We're cutting across a big bay here. Guessing that's a lighthouse or a building or something over there. That would appear to be where we're headed. Something on the horizon for me to keep my aim with. Although actually, I guess I should have went by the write-up, huh? He may actually tell us to follow the inlet there. What is that? That one. Doesn't tell us much about this. Wait a minute, why are we on this one? Oh, these are POI, I got you. Is that what that is? Yeah. I'm on, make sure I'm on the right leg here. Yeah, it doesn't tell us much. But really, if you're following along with a decent like Google or anything VFR map, Bing or Google, you should be able to tell just from the way the landmass, the shape of the islands and whatnot, shape of the shoreline. Yeah, that's going to be Malmo, which, from the look of those buildings, must be a pretty good sized town. Third view is okay. It's great to see around, sightseeing, but I'm going off track again because I saw something. A shiny bauble. I gotta go see what it is. This is why these 2-hour bush trips take me 3 hours. I did at least push the speed up a little bit, going closer to 90 knots now. This is definitely one of the add-ons. I remember seeing the picture of it. So I'm assuming that Malmo is probably all a little bit tweaked and fixed, maybe. I don't know. That one building is. Pretty sure I saw that in one of the add-ons I downloaded right at the start. Started up the stream and then realized he did have some suggested sceneries, so I went ahead and installed them real quick. I'm looking for this jetty next. Here's Malmo. Some more big buildings. Next strip is not paved, so. Big city. I'm guessing there's a lot of agricultural in this area. Let's see. That point is right there, so we need to head pretty much south again. Not quite south. Heading toward that other landmass there, man. Yeah. darn, I hate it. I hate when that happens. Coffee's gone. I'm gonna hope she'll float right there and go grab some water. One or two of these I actually had like Google Maps open on the other side, and it's kind of fun. The one I have does do Google Maps. Let's see. And it's pretty good. Gives you, streets and city names. What is that, a go-kart trail? It would definitely make a good one. This is a golf club, apparently. Uh, Lughausen's. I don't want to butcher the names too much, so I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna try any harder than that. Alright, now that other point is right about. Is that where the airport is? No, it's halfway between here and there. to the airport. It should be right in here somewhere. These things can be hard to see if it's unpaved like this one. That's pretty. That a lot of trees in that neighborhood. I don't know if that's like. I should be about a mile away from this thing. Is that it? Thinking that might have been it. They're not exactly in the same place, so I can't tell exactly unless I'm right over it now. Yeah, there it is. Can't fly looking backward. Yeah, well, we found it. That was actually the longest run. Small lake. Lots of small lakes in there. This is where they. But not sure what he's following here. Let's see. he's got us just going across an open area to this airport, which is fine. But I think I'm gonna take off, follow the coast, pick this road up, and follow these roads. Follow this one, put in my scale. Airport's 2 miles off of this highway, so should be able to be visible. She froze. Come on, baby, come back to me. There you go. My map, it looks like that road should have the T I'm looking for going north right over there. If it's in the game. On Google Maps. Looks like a good sized city, so that would be a nice little community all by itself out there on the riverfront. Uh, Oceanfront, whatever it is. Yeah, ocean. Here's the main road. We're looking for a main road going north here. Surely it's in the game. Not seeing it. That's gotta be it right there. Not sure what they call them here, but this is 108. Audubon 108. Actually, that may be why he just went straight across at an angle. If I just went uh, northwest, you would pick up that good-sized lake right over there. Actually, the lake should be. And this road isn't very big. They don't differentiate on this one. Oh wow, some power lines. These are the first power lines I've actually seen in the game. Or power line towers. Cool. Wonder if that's Addon now. Still loosely following 108 there on our left. Looking for an E. Is it E65 or 55? I can't read this map real good. 65. Should be another decent intersection with a obvious road. Getting a fair bit of static or freezes, whatever you want to call it, since this last update. Mostly. I mean, it does seem like the last update made it worse. I don't think I really ever noticed them before. But it's not running my machine any differently than it ever did. But I do seem to get like just screen freeze. Alright, this is E65. So we're basically circling that lake that he told us to fly over. Or not circling, but half circle. And this one we'll go ahead and take a real slow turn, get on the other side of it. We're up here maybe 3 to 5 miles. Down this road on the left side will be our airport, a couple of miles out. Yeah, I didn't realize it was that short a run. You could have just as easily gone just north, east, out from that other, from that same intersection where I turned straight north along the road and found that lake. So, but there's a lot of little ponds or whatever that could be considered lakes around here. Wasn't sure. A good sized paved runway. Actually, 2 runways. That's gonna, there it is right there. Oh, we'll just turn into that one right there. Runway 35. Well, some miles of runway it looks like. So. Close to another guy. They like their go-karts. That's cool. Still, basically, it looks like it's just straight west of here. My map. He's got us POI in that center lake. Good. I gotta bother climbing out of the airport, which is what you should do. Bush flying, you just go. Get closer on my easterly direction there. Should see a series of several ponds in a row up here, and we're hopefully gonna head over like the center one. Oh, wait a minute. How did I do that? There we go. Highway 11, road something 11. I see that on my map. I'm going off course, aren't I? I went too far. To find me a point on the horizon that's right. There we go. Bald spot. I didn't time it, but we're at about 12 something nautical miles, so I could do the math and time it, but I didn't even look. I think they give you a rough estimate of time here. But I'm not quite sure I understand that unless you unless that's figured because they don't give you a speed. You know, they give you a distance and a time, but it's distance, you know, calculated speed gives you the time. So they're leaving out one somewhat valuable piece of information there. But yeah, they say it should take 6 minutes, and that's probably about right. I would say about 8 minutes, my speed. There's the series of legs. We are dead center of the center one. Is oh no. Well, there goes that right leg. That was actually, I guess, my fault. I mistakenly hit the V key. I actually haven't had that issue that often, but couple of times I've crashed. The running joke is the V key is the new escape to desktop. And if you don't know, the V key should just bring up your map, your in-game map, the so-called VFR map that isn't really a VFR map. I'm like everybody. I do hope they get rid of the press any key part. A lot of forum posts about it and things. I can see why they don't want to, because it makes you interact, and it also stops the load process and lets it reload, and that's important to them for the load screens. They want you to be able to see the. I won't. I guess you could in some ways call it advertising. You don't see it if you don't already own the game, but alright. So I guess we gotta start here. I think that'll be the same one. Looked like the one I needed to continue with, so. They even open the VFR map, so supposedly as long as you don't close it, you're good. You can use it. headed the same way as last time. Just take off and head east, I guess. I'm going to do an immediate east turn just to make sure I'm lining up so I don't have to circle back around over the airport anymore. The elevation of that airport, it is 200 feet. Okay. And it looks like it's climbing. I was flying at 500 along the coast, and now I'm having to go a little higher to feel like I'm that seems about right, couple of 100 feet. Let it go up to 8 or 9 anyway. Pretty sure that's that same bald spot I aimed for the last time. We're almost right where we were. Don't hit the Vicky. Probably be going a little north of the east. These seem to be the series. Yep, right here's the lakes. Yeah, there you go. Prove I'm a professional streamer again, talking with the mic off. I was saying the best way to follow a good compass heading is just like in a boat. You get on your compass heading and then you pick a point as far away as you can that you can aim toward, and you follow that. It's a lot easier than trying to read compass to make minor adjustments. Yep, dead on my 10 degrees north of east. $80. The other thing you have to be careful with is flying magnetic heading. A lot of times your GPSs and other things will give you true headings. And there's a lot of variance in places. Let's see. Show info. Yeah, here it's 3 degrees east, basically 2.8 degrees east right here. In some parts, I forget where I was flying, Alaska maybe, closer to the poles. Hey, Pearly J, welcome. I'm just I'm flying these well, the newer of the two Addon bush trips. All right. Where are you flying at today? This is in Sweden, which I've never flown in. The Adirondack is a really good one. He does a decent job with the written instructions and whatnot. Am I on course here? Yeah. I was saying 6 minutes. I didn't set a timer, damn it. Normally I look at my desktop clock at least. Well, by default, it's the cub in both of them. If you really wanted to change it before you ever play the first one, you can edit the. If you go, once you install the mod, just install it like you would a livery or any mod, just like instructions. But then browse into that directory until you find the FLT and PLN plans, and those are the dot file names, the file extension. I'm getting way off here. But and you can edit the flight plan, the FLT. But yeah, it's not difficult. In fact, I mean, I can literally, let's see, I even have that particular mod. It's probably renamed from what it comes with. I can show you how you would do it. Once you play it once, though, it gets a little more. Okay, here's the Adirondack right here. That's not the name of it. Like this isn't the name of this one, but and then let's see. You go right here. Now see mine. You got to have the extension showing in Windows. But in mine, I've already got it tied to the text. That's a text. So it opens it up in Notepad. But you can just right click and open or whatever, and it would be that FLT right there. And right there is where you change it. In fact, as you see, I've got mine changed to a specific livery. Oops. But yeah, so this is how I actually use my custom livery on. I use the cub, but I use the custom livery. I didn't do it in this one. I should have, darn it. But see, once you start it, it saves files in the hidden files, unfortunately. And it loads those files for each new one. You can start fresh and it might work. I didn't copy it anyway. But yeah, that's how you would find it. You would just go into your, once you install the package, and you have this in your community folder, and just follow this chain to here and edit that file right there. You get this name, whatever, you get this name out of the aircraft config of each aircraft. So what aircraft are you trying to put in it? Because that's a little bit different. That you got to go to here and find the aircraft. Okay, so you want a default X cub, or do you have a livery? Here, I'll show you in the default, and you can apply that to the livery as soon as I can find the silly dang aircraft. I know it's here somewhere. Okay, with the default, now if you want to use your own livery, then just go in the livery pack in the community folder, not in your official folder like I am here. Okay, but it's aircraft config, and it'll be scroll down, and it won't be scrolling down there, and it'll be whatever is right here in the title. So if you put that right there, in fact, if you write that down and add that to that flight plan, it'll give you the XCub, and it's just a Sobo XCub. So yeah, if you had the, however you want to, Northeast Adirondack Bush FLT, just add a Sobo XCub, 2 words right there, and save that file. And when you start it, the picture won't change. You know, when you're loading the mission, the picture won't change, but it'll load you in that ship. Oh, no problem. Yeah, I think it's great they're actually making them. You know, the bush trips. That's just so cool. I'm That's a little bit beyond me. I mean, it's knowing how to set the triggers and everything for landing at the airports, and I need to dig a little further into that. All right, no problem. Enjoy it. Kudos to the authors. Okay, I should be. Is that the airstrip? I've been sitting here chatting, and there's the airstrip right under me. Is that it? Is that an airstrip? I should be right over it. Ah, I'm gonna say that was it. Okay, so it's right beside this. Must be Highway 11. So it's right beside that. That's easy enough. Get inside so I can tell what I'm doing here. That has got to be it. It looks odd because I mean, I guess the taxiway goes straight off the end of the runway, and it almost makes it look like a road the way it's turning. We're gonna try here anyway. I have literally landed in a field beside the place. Had to taxi around until I found it. Also died more taxiing than anyway. That was it. Yeah, that little turn there kind of confused me. I'm headed the wrong way. Looks like the head of a dolphin. Guessing he's talking about the peak, which I haven't seen yet. Alright, we're going east northeast to the river. And we'll turn north. Roughly 20 miles. That one's almost north-northeast, so minus that. Alright. Oops. Good place for you. Alright, can I get it? Yeah, there you go. Stay down there. How did I do that before? There it is. So it's pretty much a reverse direction either way I go. Don't try this at home, boys and girls. There you go. Yeah, go a little bit halfway in between. They reset it, so I gotta get it. When you're not flying in one of these actual bush trip flights, you can actually do good if you're just following a flight plan with buddies. Once you get it trimmed out, you just leave it. And I trim for cruise. And you're supposed to trim it for landing and takeoff and all that, but not absolutely necessary. See, I am supposed to be going a little north of east. What did it say? Can I bring that one up without killing us? Yes. Yeah. So yeah, 63. That's pretty good. We're going too far east. And there's water. So I'll bet that's where we're supposed to be heading toward the coast. It does look like the waypoint's right there at some little indent. Nice looking. There it is. Very nice. Hail bays, bales of hay or something, rows of something there. That's pretty nice. Like something's here. You know. Feel like I'm turning heavy right when I go to right there. I guess I've got a crosswind. But it just ain't that much. Shouldn't be pushing me that hard. That feels like it's flat to the horizon. I'm doing a right turn. No, I'm going the other way. Must be a tailwind. Alright, is that our dolphin head? From here we just go basically straight north in the airports. Yeah. 5-6 miles inland. It's a 97-meter peak. What's that? A couple hundred feet? 160, 80 feet? What did it say? I closed that up. "97-meter peak." So yeah, I'm betting that may be it. Go ahead there. Oh wow. Wait, no. There we go. Alright, and here's where we're at. Yeah, just cut across supposedly to there. Yeah, that works. Okay. Cutting across. There's north. It's dead north, so we want to go just a little bit. 5 degrees or so. West of north. Yeah. I didn't know. Nothing out there. Supposed to be some water, some land over there somewhere. Oh yeah. That's hazy. Alright. Nice. Yeah, if I load that one up, it has my, or not mine, but actually a white and blue livery. I think it's just one of the mega pack ones, which I kind of liked, just to have something different. But yeah, my livery comes up for default, and well, no, never mind. That's something else entirely. My well, by mine I meant the one I use. I mean, I don't really have any specific livery or anything. I do have one I submitted and I fly there in Bush League, but it's just basically a repaint, recoloring of the main color on somebody else's. So it's not mine. It just belongs to the Bush League. I use it. I don't make any claim on the livery itself because yeah, I'm not good with liveries. So. Yeah, in FSX I could do basic 2D painting and the transparencies and everything, but I haven't quite gotten the knack of all these multi layers and all the texture files being split up and nice. I I did a little bit, but I just always have, and still even here, there's some extra processes to everything. It seems like, but I guess this is the result. This is why. So we can't really argue too much about that. Just got to figure it out. I'm slow about that stuff. I'm not gonna get in there and study it. I'll pick it up. They'll come out with some GUI programs, third-party programs that might help with certain things. Already have. So yeah. There's probably a lot of stuff in the SDK people just have no idea how to do yet. And when you think of even the liveries, when they first started making the liveries, they weren't doing them right, and then finally somebody figured out how to do it right, and now we can edit even the premium aircraft, with liveries anyway. Somewhere in here in some undisclosed location, I'm not sure I'm seeing a river. Supposed to turn northwest into inland. He does have his waypoint right at a river inlet. I'm guessing that's it right up there. I'm not sure what Scruffy Ducks is, but there's all kinds of stuff. I mean, all your programs. This game's got enough attention that all your programs are trying to get it supported already. Anything that worked with FSX or Prepar, probably even X-Plane, they're trying to make work with this one. Why not? Why would you leave all of those potential customer base? You know. Go right over the mouth of this river. It's supposed to turn about northwest. 300 degrees roughly. Go 2, go 4, something like that. I don't know. Real high. Oh, oh, cool. There's 300. Oh, went too far. Really does feel like my aircraft is flying skewed a little bit or something. If I get a level, it floats off. I think I need to check the dead zones in my rudder here. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. Let's get back on course. So a good sized runway. There it is. Yeah, I'm blind. I ran over it before I saw it. A bit of a left pattern here. Didn't need that flap. Actually, I'm gonna float on down a little bit, cause I keep turning around, overflying them, landing in the wrong direction. So this way I can turn around and take off going north. Let's do that before anything. It'll reset me anyway, I think. Nope, it didn't reset my position. Basically straight north, but he's got a zigzag in it. Okay, I need to just turn around, don't I? Uh, oh yeah, okay. Tool to build airports. I'm sorry, I didn't see your response. Yeah, they're all those should likely eventually be ported as people figure out how to do it. And it's like Little Nav. They ported it where it found the scenery. I mean, the game actually shows all the airports from the game database, not from SkyVector or some outside source. That's what something like that would have to incorporate that. They'd have to read the database and of airport objects and scenery objects that you would place at the airport, things like that. But yeah, I'm sure those will be coming for certain. There's no doubt in my mind that all of the third party GUI builders and you know aircraft config programs, you name it, will be a thing. There's one guy that's in the SDK Discord that's working on that. That's coding that legacy importer. Gotcha. I don't know. I've looked at Plan G. I used to have Plan G, as a matter of fact. I wasn't aware it was compatible yet or anything. I didn't. I haven't messed with it. I do remember it from FSX. Yeah, I mean, Little Navmap actually reads the airport data and everything directly from the game database. If it's not in Microsoft Flight Simulator, it's not in my Little Navmap here on the other side, and vice versa. It'll actually. So yeah, it is a little more complicated if I remember Gmap from what it was. But you're probably still using the FSX database. Working as in. Nice. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's the yeah. This is a beta release for Little Nav Map that you have to get. It's not their main branch release. But yeah, that's what I say. All the software is going to get compatible with it. It's not a matter of if; it's a matter of when, really. I mean, they'd be foolish not to. I mean, they're already, you think about their consumer base right now. It's limited to the older versions. Well, why would you not make a version for the newer sim too? Yeah, this one is too. They just haven't actually moved it over. They may be waiting on Microsoft to finish with all their crap. I mean, every world update stuff changes so much that. But yeah, some of them, Oh wow, I didn't know that was even still there. I got to remember how to get rid of that. Maybe not when I'm flying though. Okay, hold on. Well, just some documentation would be nice. Hey, got a little turbulence. Cool. I actually, uh, now let me look that up. I do want to try it again because I remember that from FSX days, and I liked it. I mean, you're right. It's a lot less stuff. There's some stuff that you probably won't be able to do it. You know, like little nav map exports in any format, whatever, and imports it in it, and test software. There it is. But it's a lot of it's complex. It's not you don't really have to have a lot. I mean, I use it. What I tell people is close all the windows till you have just nothing but the map. Okay, at that point you can start the flight simulator and it'll follow you around on the map. And then you gotta learn how to use the flight plans. You don't necessarily know even have to know how to make them if you can find somebody that's distributing a flight plan. You can open a flight plan like this one. You can go in the add-on, open the flight plan, but it is fairly complex. Plan G was, if I remember, was great in its simplicity, and I like that too. Yeah, yeah, but there's about 8 different kinds of PLNs. Here's the Microsoft PLN. Here's the P3D or FSX PLN. But yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, it'll load. MFS will load FSX plans and everything. So yeah, I don't think that's actually any big deal. But yeah, that's why I say I'm definitely I've got it open. I'm gonna have to. So you say it's a alpha version? Wait a minute. Get that off of here. Uh, yeah, this one doesn't say the recent one. So their primary release doesn't have it. I may pause this before I crash. I might have to look for this for long. Let's see if I can find anything that says for the V4. Look in the forum. Cool. They even have a link. Okay, but they sent me to the main forum page. Damn it. Okay, I gotta get I might have to apply or whatever to get this done. Let's see. Off the forum, I don't know. Let me go in here. I'm not sure I'm in the right forum here, but slow loading. There we go. Okay, but where is the alpha? Real slow to load these pages. Yeah, but they're talking about, okay, here's where I got here. Let's see. For the V4 Alpha, with the support for Microsoft and P3, log into the forum here. Oh, okay, it's log into the forum. It does say log into the forum, but that's where I got to here. Download and discuss for G3. Where's the G4? That might be where I need a login. So 288. Is that on the main site? I think I have two of them of the forum. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I'll have to look. It's very likely I have an old account. But yeah, I'll look in that later. I have to go through a couple of old password texts and things like that, which is, see, I'm guessing that's my airport right up there. And find it, because I'm pretty certain I do have that account. I say I remember using that in FSX, and it was fantastic. I mean, I don't really need it. I use it, but I have the that would be fantastic. I mean, I'm still gonna get on that forum, but yeah, that would be great. This is not it. Where is it? Fred down. Oh, is that it? Yeah, I'll go. I still want to find that old account or create a new one, whatever. Like I say, I loved it. It was a great. It's a great program, especially for somebody, viewers or whatever that aren't necessarily. Is that the runway? Gotta be. That don't want to get into as much as little Nav has. Learning curve wise. That would be great for players that don't need all that. I don't need it. I don't really need it. It's nice to have it if you do, but see if that finished my leg. I'm not 100% certain, but I'm reasonably certain that, yeah, log in, I'll be able to find it. Hell, At that point, if I have to, I can post a where the heck is it? I didn't even read it. It looks like we're going northeast or northwest. I mean, for the most part, and then west northwest. So what is that? One of the 100 lakes up here. Looking at the lakes. I'm not sure I get that. So we're going to Bitcha Lake. It's a good thing I've got a map. North and west. Somewhere out there. Set toward those trees. Looks good. Alright. Yeah. Throw it up there. I'll take it out. Oh, so no wonder I wasn't used to seeing that. Yeah, I do want to check that out because as a matter of fact, before I installed the little nav and figured out how to use it, guess what I tried? But at the time, it didn't. Well, I was just getting the stable release or whatever, the full release. There was a lot of issues with the SIM Connect on causing major performance problems, and yeah, gotcha. Yeah, I'm used to standalone. It's one of the I like standalone apps. It's already it's included in yeah, it's included in the flight sim. Little nav map uses well, everything uses SimConnect as far as I know. There are a couple of programs that you can still use what's it, FSUIP or whatever it is. The other API. I think most of them are just going with SimConnect because it's pre-built. You don't have to install it. Alright, well, what did Did you link it? I didn't see the link. Alright. Oh no, did they change all my crap? Yeah, I guess Dango is blocking me. Let me see if I can figure out how to undo that. I know it wasn't said at one time, but now it's set. Yeah. Alright. Well, wash that. Chat. Alright, I'm sorry, man. Would you wouldn't mind posting that one more time? I should see it this time. All I'm saying are three. Cancel. Are three asterisks. Can't believe that dang my own chat. Thank you. It worked that time. Yeah, Twitch changed settings. I never had that blocked before, but all of a sudden, there we go. They've made some changes last several months, and I haven't paid attention. And apparently, one of them reset my deal there. I want to leave that up because I'll just bookmark it. There we go. Bookmark that Plan G site so I can. I did. I've already got it. It's on with half the other crap. Here it is. I don't have any desktop space anywhere. Oh, yeah. Cool. Alright, where am I? I'm still doing good. Just flying along in game here. Luckily, I have my airplane trimmed while we're doing all of this. Uh, let's open that up first. Yeah. I should have night core. Why is it telling me I don't? Oh goodness. It's hard to do without looking at it. Where did that go? Save file. What file did I save? I'm gonna have to look. Windows desktop runtime. That's why I didn't see it. There it is. Yeah, see, it's already in there. Sure. As I crashed the desktop in my game here. This is normally not suggested to do this kind of stuff while you're in the middle of a game, but okay, that sounds good. Now where's that darn it's still telling me I need Banji net core. Maybe I need the other one. Say no, that's probably the best solution. Hell, let me try that. That's not a bad idea. I was gonna install that. There's two different versions. Oh, I'm going off course here. There's two different versions, x86 and x64, and I just installed 64, hoping it had both, right? Because sometimes they'll have backward compatibility. But yeah, it normally, if it's a core component, it should crash. It should not start. Yeah. In other words, if that's a required component, so right. So instead of the 64-bit, even though my PC is 64, I need the x86 one, which I just downloaded. I think. Let me check. Yes. So I should have two of those windows. Yeah. And it's that one. There it is. Got an installer on that one. Whee! Can you believe I'm still right about where I need to be on this thing to find this next airport? It's a good thing I got the alright, class. I may also the other thing that it still possibly might not work. And the only thing that I mean it's feasible. Yeah, but I'll worry about that after I get in there and if I can find it. There we go. Cool. Let's see if I can figure out how it loads up. Okay. I don't need flight plan or information right now. I just need to load the map data. Let's see, I gotta figure out how to do this. I guess I should fly my airplane too. Okay, that's the display map. Where is it? Should be in here, huh? FS Connect. Here we go. That's correct. Locations. Here we are. Microsoft Content Path. I don't know which one it wants, but I'm thinking that one. I found it. All right. Hell yeah. Sure did. You can see it. Processing the numbered base files. That's perfect. Hang. I'm about to land at this airport. I'm gonna have to call it good on this trip. I'm running late as usual. Oh well. Yeah, this is actually. I mean, I'll have to spend a little time and get used to it. I made it over halfway on this trip, but yeah, this is a. It's basically does a lot of what I use little nav for, but this is a much simpler program. Yeah, yeah. Well, it's reading all of that off of my HHD too, unfortunately. So 36 intersections, 20. So we're at the end of it now. It's got the airports and intersections. Working on airways. Gotcha. Yeah, until you get done with this, I don't think there's much point in doing anything though. This is the main thing, is that it found it. That's cool. Yeah, I'll have to find this and put a link on my Discord there. Have to find the a valid distributable link for it. Cause yeah, this will be good for a lot of the people. Like we have a lot of people on that on the Bush League Legends Discord that I'm in, and a lot of people will join or whatever, and they don't want to go through. You open little nav map for the first time, and it opens all these windows, and it's a bit overwhelming for somebody that doesn't need all that and hasn't used that kind of stuff before. Yeah, yeah, that would be nice, but yeah, I mean, I have to admit, little nav map is a bit overwhelming, especially if somebody doesn't really need all that. If they're, just wanting to follow us around and, on bush trips, you don't really need all that. There's another one, I think it's SimConnect Pro. I may have that name wrong. Something like that it doesn't, but it doesn't, it's more for the IVAO and FS passengers and all that, I think. I don't know what it's about. Yeah, it's hard to keep it too simple when you got 20, 30 people trying to. I almost said a bad word. Trying to land at these airstrips that aren't really even airstrips. The first one, they're like, "Oh, we're gonna land on this beach." And so we're circling around this little lake, and I'm looking over there and I see this little pencil strip of white sand, and I'm like, uh, what beach? They keep telling me just on the north side. I'm like, dude, that's not a landing strip, that's a sidewalk. Okay, so how was I to know it's going to take forever to get airways? I think I can go ahead and land there. Wow, that's always on top, I guess. Yeah, I'll quit it. Uh, I'm not sure which that one is, but I'll have to check it out. I'm not super great at the, stall stuff. It's alright, but, I'm just, there we go. Oh wow. Get this darn always on top window out of my way. Alright. Huh. Okay. There we go. I can actually see something here. Where am I again? There we go. Oh, all right. Well, I haven't. The last time I looked there was, well, what, Tuesday, Monday, and they've added a bunch. They've redone a bunch since the update, and they've added quite a few here lately. So I don't know. I'll have to look again. I'm literally completely lost from his directions, but I can still get to the next airport. As far as I know, it'll probably count. Just follow a little nav map. Unless Plan G loads up in time, it's still counting away airways up to 65,000 right now. It's a lot slower than little nav map was to load it all up. That might be my airport right over there. Yeah, I'm about 5 miles out. Yeah, it'll get there. Like I said, for newer players, or somebody, I would be a lot more comfortable. I won't say promoting, but linking this to them than little nav map. And like you say, it's so overwhelming when it first opens up that scares people away. In fact, it did me for quite a while for that same reason. That's why I'm familiar with this program because I didn't want to do little nav map. I didn't need all that. So yeah. So that's great. I'll have to get a more a link from them. I don't you linking me the thing is fine, but I don't want to like link it on a Discord page or anything. For I'd rather find out where it is. They can register. That's the whole point. They want people to register and use their forum and stuff. So. I'm like I say, I'll be amazed if I don't already have that account somewhere. But I do have two password things. One's a CVS. I had a program that I don't use anymore, and another old text that I've saved. It's probably tied to an old email account that I probably have to change that, but I should have the account. Yeah, yeah. I mean, unless I'd have to look at the write up or whatever. A lot of discords don't really want you to redistribute software unless you're allowed to, and you may be. I haven't even looked at the website. I mean, a lot of them, even copyrighted ones, they don't mind you redistributing so long as you don't change the yeah change the credits or whatever that come with it. So. Oh yeah, yeah, I appreciate that. And we're not changing the credits. You're not claiming you wrote it, neither am I. I even showed I even bookmarked the link. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with it. I still have a always on top window and the way to do things. But yeah, yeah, I know. I definitely want to try it. I want to play with it. And like I said, that we have like a freeware site on our Bush League Discord, and yeah, I want to find out the legit, the whatever, and link it in there because it is a lot simpler than the other one. The setup is about the same. Is that it? Well, I think that's the runway. Yeah, there's those thingies right there at one end of them, whatever they are, airplanes. Uh, I mean, yeah, because we have a lot of people that come in, and like I say, to me for me it was definitely a put off of little nav just because it was so complex looking. It's not that it is. It's not that bad if you once you get used to it, but it sure seems that way until you get it figured out. So I would much rather have a bit simpler. Actually, yeah. Heck, let's do it. It's only like 12 minutes. I'm still. Oh wait, is this? Okay, now we're writing aprons. Now we're writing rather than scanning, I guess. So it's still working. I would like to see it work. Uh oh. Graphical glitch. Where is it? Not responding. We'll have to ignore it. There it goes. Good. This one. Choose the one you're comfortable with. Well, I like dirt. Alright, well, the map shows it going south and eastish. I didn't even look. Yeah, give her one. I have no idea what kind of runway. Oh, we got plenty. I think there's some lakes over here we're gonna go look at. I think it might have finished. Yeah, alright. Trim up, trim up. Alright. I say connect from here. I don't see a connect. There it is. There we are. Alright. It's not. It's got my airplane, but the altitude and stuff's all not there yet. Maybe that's showing cruise altitudes, apparent cruise altitude. What map is this? Let's see what we got in maps. Yeah, I'm not sure this map's all that great though. I guess it's probably like this one. Takes some used to, and you know, settings to make it like you want it. I haven't used it in a while. I'm trying to see if there's any different kind of map styles or anything, but I haven't found that. fan elevation. So yeah, we got weather. It's giving me in-game weather. That's cool. In details. Where are options? Map. Options under general. Oh, got it. Got it. Nice. Oh, where to go? Oh, it quit. Yeah, I don't know that I don't think I can change the map. No, I changed it. Okay, well, let's try aerial. Okay, well, that's it. Maybe I'm just looking at this wrong. Ah, I'm hitting exit instead of back, I guess, or something. There we go. I like that one. That looks more like what I want. Does it have airport data? Yeah. Okay, how do I change it? Surely, sync. Here we go. Free. There we go. Got it. Yeah, it's not bad. Nice. That gets rid of your toolbar like that. I gotta find the right map and stuff. But yeah, it's definitely doing the trick. This map's a little better than the other one, but it doesn't have my waypoints and stuff. Information button. Map. Okay. So what I'm looking for is like marker numbers. In other words, there's going to be a waypoint here and a waypoint here that I can enter. Not necessarily in this flight. I don't need it or anything, but there it'll be like, well, for an example, all of these. This one's got a ton of them. But I can enter that in if I'm flying like the X-Cub. I can enter that in as an add to waypoint and enter that in, and it'll move my waypoint from there to there, just like that, line me right up with the runway. But that's not a big deal. And there probably is a way to do that. I see they got overlays, so all I got to do is figure out how to adjust it where those are part of the right overlay or whatever. I'm thinking. Well, we'll have to look at that a little more. On map tab, well, that's what I was looking at a minute ago. VORs, NDBs, ILS. Yeah, it shows the ILS, but it's not showing what I'm looking for or en route waypoints. Now they would be part of the low airways and high airways, but I haven't seen the en route waypoints. That's what I'm saying. I'm sure it's there because they're in the game and they're reading it from the database. So I'm betting they're there. I just got to figure out how to do it. Here's IFR. I don't know what that is. VRP. Yeah, they can be any one of these. I don't know how to use this program to its full. Is IC. There you go. Yep, there they are. Perfect. Thank you. Yeah, there it is. MS591. So that's it. Now, I don't know what range ring. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'm gonna end up having to do. I've done that with it's a lot less than navmap was. I mean, it took me several weeks to figure out all the ins and outs of navmap. I mean, I've already got this one down to the basics I need. I'll look at the other maps, but I got it in dark mode, which is kind of a biggie for me. And figure out all these different. Let's see. I like that. You just set a generic speed or whatever. You don't have to go through like whole profiles of setting up aircraft. I should be getting close to seeing an airport. This is probably my last leg on this flight. I need to dig some stuff out of the attic. It's starting to turn a little cool out here. Not bad, but yeah, I like this map at least because it gives me city names and things. I think it's just great. Like I said, I'm just glad they got that he's working on it and gonna get it usable. Definitely a good little program for what it So yeah, you can save. Yeah, you can add particular. You can add user waypoints. That's cool. I think I don't know you can in Little Nav. I know you can in in plans, but I don't know you can like save bookmark locations. That's pretty nice. Yeah, if I get to the point where I see there's something I can't do, I'll look around. I think I should be able to figure it out and just playing with it. If that bookmarks works the way I think it does, then that would be cool. That's and I don't know how to do that if it's even possible in Little Now. I've never really thought about it actually. Oh yeah, yeah. That's. I guess that flashy light up there is me. 92. We're about 3-4 miles out. Does that look like 3-4 nautical miles? Yeah, that's it. Still can't quite see the runway, but that's definitely the airport. I should be close to runway heading up probably a little bit. Coming in a little bit from the too far north, but see if I can find that dirt strip. Well, I wonder if it'll let me land on that. I have had issue with like different missions, where it land at the airport and have to. Well, that was with NeoFly, the little Bush program. There's something I can turn you on to if you haven't tried it. Is NeoFly? That's pretty cool. I've enjoyed it quite a bit. Linux, well, it's I mean it's pretty basic and simple, which is kind of one of the reasons I like it. It's alpha software, beta software, whatever. He's actively working on it. Uh, and basically, well, I can even show it to you and show you how it works. It's pretty simple. You just start it up and hit search, and then you get these missions. You accept the mission, and then you gotta get in the airport at the parking spots and get all the lights green, and then you fly the missions, and then you get money and points. Your points go toward your rank, which opens different missions. But it's pretty simple. You just fly from point A to point B correctly. Some of the missions, I didn't show all that. Some of the missions are like drop zones, so you got to land in the middle of nowhere. Find a street or whatever to land. Some of them are only at night. Yeah, kind of real basic FS economy slash on air. I don't know. I haven't actually played those or used those, so I can't say how similar it is. But that's kind of what it feels like to me. Okay, that's the main runway over there on the right. I guess that's the. I see the approach lights, but I think that's the other strip. I want to land on the other strip. I may have to taxi all the way to the big strip if it doesn't take it. But it's got that little neoply has a few little quirks that you got to kind of figure out. But it's also it's kind of editable. A lot of the files are accessible. They're just local. It's single player kind of thing. But it is persistent. If you, in other words, if you do a mission from point A to point B, you got to start at point B on your next mission. And if you buy one airplane and take off in your new airplane, your old airplane is stuck there until you do a transition flight or whatever and move it. That's definitely a runway. I'm not sure if that's the dirt runway. I see looks like two concrete runways. And maybe a couple of little bitty strips over here, ultralight strips or something, which I've actually seen on airports, although not all fancy paved with taxiways. That's definitely a runway too. Another one may be a taxiway. Got exits there? Yeah. I guess I'll go to this one. I counted. What ICO am I at? Let me see. I'm not even sure. Oh, well, I can look on ESTL. Somewhere in Sweden is all I can do. Alright, well, I'm actually going to call that good. I do need to go get the ladder and go out. We have an attic, but it's not easily accessible to get down big boxes. And I gotta get down some clothes boxes for winter. So yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna have to look at that. At this Plan G a little more. That I like that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, Pearly G. Appreciate you coming by. Enjoyed the company. I was just trying out those add-ons. They're pretty neat. You just throw them in there and they show up. I'm gonna have to look at making them. They both do have the some source files. I don't know exactly what they do. I've looked at them, but yeah, see, I shouldn't need those anymore. That one I want to hold on to. Those are specific for this flight, really. Yeah, I'll have to try that out some more. But yeah, I'm gonna let you go. Take care. Y'all be careful out there, and we'll see you soon.